Sometimes I miss who I used to be, not because everything was easier or because I had it all figured out. Honestly, I didn't, but there was something about that version of me, something I can't seem to get back. No matter how much I try to grow or change or improve, I was softer maybe, more hopeful. I didn't second guess everything I said or did. I didn't carry this constant pressure in my chest. I didn't feel so heavy all the time. I remember this one evening. I was maybe 14, 15. It was summer. I had just finished biking around the neighborhood. That kind of aimless riding you do when you don't have anywhere to be, but you still want to move. The sky was orange, like this watercolor wash of color fading into a deepening blue, and there was this strange, calm silence in the air. Not quiet, but still, like the world had taken a deep breath and held it. I parked my bike on the sidewalk and just sat there. No music, no phone, no notification, just me and that weird, perfect moment. And I felt free, not in a big, dramatic way, just in that small, quiet kind of way that you don't even realize is rare until you grow up and it disappears. Now, when I sit in silence, my mind doesn't rest. It races. It replays things I said. It thinks about what I didn't do. It asks if I'm falling behind, if I'm enough, if I'm messing up everything good in my life. Even when I'm alone, I feel watched. Not by anyone else, just by this version of myself that's always judging, always disappointed, always demanding more. I think part of growing up is realizing how much of yourself gets chipped away over time, how many parts you trade just to survive in a world that doesn't slow down. You stop laughing as loud. You stop dancing without a reason. You stop reaching out first because you don't want to seem desperate. And eventually you stop looking in the mirror and recognizing the person staring back. I used to be so curious about everything. I'd get obsessed with random things. Astronomy, dinosaurs, drawing, writing weird little stories I'd never show anyone. Not because I thought it would go anywhere, but just because it felt good to care about something. Now, even when I find something interesting, I ask myself, what's the point? Is this productive? Can I monetize this? And if the answer's no, I move on. I shut it down before it even has a chance to spark. That's the part I miss most, I think. Being able to care without needing a reason. There's so much pressure now to be good, to improve, to constantly be better. Every time I open my phone, it's some video telling me I need to wake up earlier, fix my habits, optimize my workflow, heal my inner child, drink more water, fix my posture, become a high-value person, build a brand, build a routine, build a business, build a future. I'm exhausted, man. I don't want to build anything. I just want to feel like I'm allowed to exist as I am. I know self-development matters. I get it. I've read the books, watched the podcasts, done the journaling. And yeah, some of it helped. I'm more self-aware now. I know my patterns. I've faced some things I used to avoid. But there's a line where it stops being healing and starts becoming punishment. Like no matter how much I grow, it's never enough. Like I'm not a person. I'm a project. A broken thing that always needs fixing. But I don't want to live my whole life in repair mode. I don't want every version of myself to be temporary. Just a stepping stone to some future version that finally gets to rest. I want to look at who I am right now and say, yeah, this version deserves to be loved too. I started doing this one small thing lately. Every time I feel like I'm spiraling, like I'm failing at life because I didn't check all my boxes or didn't feel productive, I ask myself, what would 13-year-old me think of me right now? And honestly, most of the time, they'd be proud. Not because I've achieved anything insane, but because I kept going, because I'm still trying, even when it's hard, because I've learned things they were too scared to even face. That kid wouldn't care about follower counts or productivity apps or how optimized my sleep schedule is. They'd just be happy I'm still here. I think there's a version of self-improvement that's actually really gentle, the kind that doesn't come from shame, the kind that doesn't say, fix yourself because you're not good enough, but instead says, take care of yourself because you matter. But most of what we see online isn't like that. It's performance, it's branding, it's more pressure, not less. There was this one night not long ago where I broke down over something small. I don't even remember what triggered it. I just felt completely burned out, mentally, emotionally, everything. I sat on the edge of my bed for like an hour, not doing anything, just staring at the wall. And for the first time in a while, I let myself feel it. No distractions, no fixes, no breathing exercises, just felt it. And what's weird is that didn't destroy me. It actually helped. Not because I found a solution, but because I gave myself permission to not be okay. Sometimes I think that's the most healing thing you can do. Stop trying to heal. Stop trying to label everything or analyze every emotion or turn pain into content. Just be. Just hurt and let it be valid. I miss that too, feeling something without analyzing it to death. I don't know. Maybe that's what this whole thing is about. Trying to return to something you lost without undoing everything you've gained. Because, yeah, I'm not who I used to be. I've seen too much. I've been through too much. I've grown. But I think it's possible to keep growing without growing cold. To stay soft even while you become strong. To hold on to that younger version of yourself. Not as a goal to get back to, but as a reminder of who you've always been underneath all the layers. There's a quiet kind of strength in that. In remembering. In reaching back and saying, hey, I see you. I haven't forgotten. And maybe that's enough for now. Not fixing, not changing, just remembering. I believe in you. Now believe in yourself.